Hello YouTube and welcome back to Dark Souls 2 after a very long pause due to a pretty gnarly poison ivy rash that I just was out of commission for like 3-4 weeks. It was by far the worst poison ivy reaction I've ever had in my life. I don't remember what the death count was. Death count's now 147. The Shrine of Amana has been farmed. My spells have been changed slightly, but I don't think it's actually going to matter. So, we are at the frog boss where we ended last time. Realistically, and I was talking to Bobby about this off stream, the frog boss has the same gimmick as Freya. You can just pull out a bow and plink away until the fight's over. Same really small hitbox. If you don't hit the hitbox, it takes no damage. So yeah, you can just plink away with the bow and call it a day. There's one more bonfire in this area. Can I poison you? Yes, I can. I have one more spell left. Let me cast it. You also had a spell. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna commit to plinking away and just being done with this boss. I looked over at chat and got absolutely frogged. Can I? Victory achieved! I don't feel like I achieved much there. And this is part of the reason why Dark Souls 3 only lets you carry, like, 6 or 7 arrows at a time. Dark Souls 3 went, look, you can have magic back, but we're taking your arrows away. The last bonfire in this area is up these stairs, and I don't think I have a fragrant branch of yore on me. Oh, these guys drop bolt stones. Great. I used one of those earlier, and I was running well. Hey, are you a mimic? Y or N? N, okay. Doesn't mean you're not trapped, but you're not a mimic. Garbage. You are garbage. Statue blocks your way because I don't have a fragrant branch of yore. That's real unfortunate. probably should figure out where the next fragrant branch is. Actually, what I should get rid of the key that I just got. So, beating the boss gives you the key to the Entombed. It's actually a pretty good greatsword. A scaling on dex. Same moveset as what I currently use. It's a pretty decent weapon. But that's not what its function is. Unless you're doing the speedrun, and in which case it absolutely is the function. I don't know if it still does, but the speedrun at one point used the key as their weapon for the end of the game. Because, you know, it's a good weapon. It's along the way, so you don't have to go out of your way to grab anything. But the actual use of the key to the Entombed is to stab this man in the face. And then you get the Ring of the Dead, which I don't remember what it does. Nor do I know what it looks like. Ring of the Dead. Oh, okay. It just makes it so you don't have to look at your hollow model. Let's put back on the greatsword. Travel back to the shrine. And it's, you know, it's a small run back to where we were. Just some light trudging through the water. But we are, we're done the water temple now. Outside of, you know, the really long run to farm the last few enemies. It is such a run. Holy crap. Still going. Still going. Okay, I need to figure out where my next fragrant branch of yore is. Fragrant Branch of Yore, Dark Souls 2. Oh, usage, not usage. I want locations. In a chest after in the center, already did that. The gutter, got that one. Black Gulch, got that one. Got that one. I assume I bought the one from Iron Keep. I'll have to go back and check. There are 2 in Undead Crypt. Okay. So, there are 2 of them where we are going. And then after we get the 2 in Undead Crypt, there are 3 more left in the game. So there's only 5 left. So hopefully I don't need any more than that. But we're going to make our goal progressing to grab one of those fragrant branches and then coming back and lighting that bonfire. Oh, Undead Crypt is kind of... It's bad for a different reason. Like, the shrine is bad because it's a water temple and games refuse to make water temples good. Any loot? I'm nowhere close to the 2 fragrant branches, by the way. That was not the loot I was looking for. I was just looking for generic loot. But this area is bad because it has... you know what? I'm not going to spoil it. It has one of my favorite weapons in this game. Has 3 of my favorite weapons in this game. I forgot this dude was standing right here. Yes, this guy is wielding 2 shields as his weapon. Yeah, this is the dude Cape Westwind wanted to be. Okay, what a... Totally forgot about how miserable those enemies are. And if you try to rush them, you get, you know, like 7 undead hollows on your tail, so you can't rush them either.
Halt. Human, do not produce light. Light, and all those who bear it, are unwelcome in this place.
If you want to get ganked, just pull out a torch in this place.
I am Ugdane, guardian of the crypt. Countless dead rest here in peace. Light. I am a finito. We weave death. This task was granted. Countless souls rest somewhere rich. Did you come for him? You will find him. Many castles serve, but they rest here now. Perhaps in the past, the former king of light, he feared humans. Feared that they would usher in an age. How queer you humans. This place is welcome to all. Death is equitable. Tell me what you desire.
The Ring of Thorns +1. He sells dark arrows, cool. Sells human effigies. And he sells warmth. We'll have to come back for them later. Do. Good news is, they're all just normal lost undead. They're not exploding lost undead. Bad news is, this exists. What a troll this is. Forgot about this one. I honestly don't know if I can summon him from the pathway right there. I feel like I should be able to, but I don't know. Inventory. He told us not to light any torches, but he's not the boss of me. Okay, that's on me. I was trying to taunt you with the fire. Ah. Yeah, deal with that, nerd. It's like, the problem with this is all the surprise is gone, because I, you know, play these games a lot, so I know where... Look, it's just taunting me. Don't do it. Don't you dare. It knows I have to light all of the fire in this game. Okay, there's a few more torch sites that need to be lit. I need... Oh, I do have the gold ring on. Okay, I was like, I need to make sure my drop rate is up, so I can get the 2 shields. I don't need the hawk ring, though. We're very close range here. Okay. When I talked about this area being bad, this is what I was referring to. Your goal here is these statues. Hey, I got blue flame. I got one of my favorite weapons in the game. And if they ring the bell, there's no unringing the bell. Hey Pat, how you doing? Okay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I think we reach them by going this way. Man, there's a lot of not fun things in this 6-foot vicinity. Can I help you? There's a lot of not fun things here. Okay. Where are... Okay. Where'd he go? I have misplaced my enemy. That's why that's one of my favorite weapons in the game. There's bad things behind me, but hopefully they ignore my existence. Well, the bad things in front of me didn't ignore my existence, but the bad things behind me did, so I'll take what I can get. Yeah, so there's an illusionary wall in this room. This guy thinks he's people, but there's no illusionary wall here. This is not a mimic. We finally have it, guys. We have the repeating crossbow. We could have farmed one out in Sanctum City already, but we finally have one. We have the unique one anyway. Now we can be Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing. What an oddly specific reference. Also, this room is terrifying. I mean, how many people know of Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing? That was a movie. Only the most cultured people. Yeah, but for it to be on TV, you had to have FX, which I don't think everyone had. And then I think it got moved to FXX. Because they wanted FX just to be like their garbage station. I don't remember what they moved onto that, but it wasn't anything, you know, good. That's the mace all the phantoms are using. Okay. Yep. That is the problem with this place. The bell gets hit, and it summons a lot of dudes. And we did not get the fragrant branch of yore. We almost lost 70,000 souls right there. Almost clipped a corner and fell off the ledge. This run back's going to be real painful. It's a lot of things that break your weapon. It is just a really long map that admittedly has a massive shortcut that we were nowhere close to, by the way. And it wouldn't be as bad if we could use bonfires. And really, all that's stopping us from using bonfires are these, like, 4 enemies. So we could, and by could, I mean we're absolutely going to. I'm going to call that back. We're going to despawn these 4 enemies, light the bonfire at the bottom of this lift. And then we are prepped for the 2 branching paths. As soon as we get the fragrant branch of yore, we can get the last bonfire in the shrine, which thankfully has nothing to do with the water temple layout. You go up onto that. You go up onto that ledge. So you're not even dealing with the water temple anymore. That ledge I remember being very mean. I don't remember why it's very mean, if it's a strong enemy or if it's an invasion. But it's super rude. And there's a reason for it being super rude as well. You can get your humanity back without using human effigy. So understandably, it's super rude, but because that's, you know, pretty valuable, not having to use humanity anymore. It sort of exists as a failsafe mechanic. Weird that it's this far into the game, though. So the game basically says, hey, you did 80% of the game and you've burned all your humanities. We'll now let you become human for free. Free, quotes. But only after you've struggled to get this far. And I say 80% because there are not many mandatory bosses left. You have Giant Lord, you have Velstadt, you have Throne Watcher and Throne Defender, and you have Nasandra. Yeah, there's only 4 mandatory bosses left. I don't think you're required to fight Guardian Drake. So there could be 5 if Guardian Drake is actually required. Guardian Drake's also a real son of a bitch of a boss fight. Wow, the tracking on that was... Am I playing Monster Hunter? Good lord. But I will say, once we finish Undead Crypt, all the rest of the areas are actually pretty good. Aldia's Keep has another cheap area in it where you have to fight with no weapons and no armor, like in Drangleic Castle. But otherwise, it's fine. It's a long corridor, you put on the Hawk Ring and you just shoot. Dragon Airy is a really great skybox. The keep on the other side of Dragon Airy is some hot bullshit. But with the way we're playing, I'm actually not worried about it. It'll just be a much more deliberate farm forward to bonfire ordeal. Otherwise, yeah, it is some hot bullshit going through that area. And then the giant memories are all... It's one boss fight. And it is a whole bunch of just slowly trotting forward. Shoot the giants with poison arrows. Slowly trotting forward. Shoot the giants with poison arrows. Just like we did in Black Gulch. I don't know if you can despawn the enemies in the giant memories, so that'll be a fun thing to check. Is that going to be part of the challenge, despawning everything in the giant memories? Who knows? You can't despawn everything in the dark, but we do need to beat the dark. We beat the first section of the dark under Castle Drangleic. We need to go to Black Gulch for the second instance of the dark. And then Shaded Ruins has Crypt Lurker. One of the worst bosses in the game. It's a boss that just spams hexes. And hexes are very unbalanced in Dark Souls 2. They eventually reined in player hexes, I believe. But, Dark Lurker's hexes are still very powerful. So I'm hoping by the time we get around to that, I'm sufficiently just juiced, and it won't be a problem. Though my weapon is dark infused, so that doesn't seem like the best plan. I may need to uninfuse my weapon for that fight. But because we're putting in... Because I'm putting in so many points into Faith and Int, Dark Infusions scale pretty well. I have no clue why I went to my menu there. I think the second bonfire in Undead Crypt, the farming route will be based on dropping behind the shield dude, because I can't really despawn the Lost Hollows that crawl out of the ground. I could despawn the skeletons in that room, but I think I'm going to treat the path as dropping down behind the shield dude, and that spits you out at the bonfire, and then you solve the rock room. from there. I think that's how I'm going. Oh no, I'm losing my voice. It's only been an hour of speaking. I drank 14 ounces of tea and I drank probably 12 ounces of water. What do you mean drink more water? Well, the tea was for lunch, because I was trying to make, you know, leftover curry. But turns out curry continues to tenderize meat. And it just became disgusting. It looked like meat, and then I took a bite of it, and it was just disintegrating into nothing. It was truly awful. So, you know, my lunch was tea. And then I just said, screw it, and I ordered a chicken sandwich. And I continued to farm Dark Souls while I waited for that to show up. Just need these guys to be despawned so we can keep going. Would really like to move my bonfire forward to Undead Keep, so I need you to not be here anymore. I think I can run faster if I remove everything that is not my sword and just get my equip load as low as possible. But then I have to, you know, fight all 4 of those enemies without getting hit, and I don't know how much faster it truly is. Because I'm going through water for a lot of this, which just kills your run speed. That's why I hug the wall as hard as I do. If you just get your toes wet, you can still run at full speed, but if your shoes go underwater, that's 1 speed reduction. If your knees go underwater, that's another speed reduction. Or maybe it's knees and hips. I don't know. Walking through water really kills your speed. And of course, if I were to, you know, die in this farming, that would be 70,000 souls gone. Which in the grand scheme of things is not a lot, but it is still a level. referring back to Dark Lurker, I will probably fight them after I do the 3 DLC. Because the reward for beating all the DLC and all the optional bosses in base game... Okay, not all the optional bosses in base game. Most of the optional bosses in base game is a hat that makes it so you never go hollow. Which is what I'm gonna need for Dark Lurker. Because you have to pay 1 human effigy to open the portal. So, by having no option to go hollow, I'm only using my human effigies to open the portal. I'm not using them to get my health back for the boss fight as well. I think when I beat Dark Lurker on console, I did it at 70% health. Whatever Ring of Binding lets you drop down to. Because it's not just you're fighting Dark Lurker. It's you're fighting all the shade enemies in the Dark Portal to get to Dark Lurker's arena. So by the time you get to Dark Lurker, you've already fought Hovel. You've already fought Hovel and a bunch of other dudes. And then you're fighting a boss. Oh, hey. Progress. Progress. Apparently there's a railroad in Germany that has been closed for the last year because a bit of track was deemed unsafe due to miles of badger tunnels made underneath it. You know what the solution to that is, right? You just unleash an army of dachshunds. Dachshunds were specifically bred to deal with badgers and other hole-dwelling animals. Hey Aldia, how are you? I forgot you were there.
Life is brilliant, beautiful. It enchants us to the point of obsession. Some are true to their purpose, they are fulfilled, flesh and mind. One man lost his own body, but lingered on as a head. Others chase the charms of love. What is it that drives you? Once, the Lord of Light banished the dark and all that stand from humanity. And men assumed a fleeting form. These are the roots of our world. Men are props in state of life, and no matter how tender, how explicit, a lie will remain a lie. Young Harlow, knowing this, do you desire peace?
I don't know what the question was.
Venric, the near true one, is here, and not far off. But what does it kill? You, neither born with a great missile granted by the Fates. What is it you seek? You cannot even say yourself. We shall meet again, young Harlow.
Thanks, Aldia. Let me light my bonfire now. Ooh! That was a spicy dodge. Okay, I was just checking if those guys were part of the world now. No, they're one and dones. I disagree with that. I disagree with that as well. Oh. Well, that's not good. There's the fragrant branch of yore. That means he might have been the last one. The other fragrant branch of yore is directly in front of the Undead Crypt boss arena, which really far away. So it was easier just to light the fires and fight the invaders. Okay, these guys tend not to respawn. So we're gonna assume pattern follows. Yeah, didn't respawn. Okay, cool. Now time to remember why I have bad memories associated with this path. Why do I think this area is bad? What happens up here? Well, there's the first thing. Hey, dude, I'm kind of stuck. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, butterflies continue to be one and done. I missed out on the item, but their items have always been, like, nothing. Poison moss or something of that like. Never anything exciting. I don't want to think about how much damage those enemies do if I'm associating, you know, bad memories with this place, and that's the only enemy I've seen so far. Okay, that man does not care about my arrows. I'll teach you to insult my arrows, nerd. You know, this could be, this could be why. Man's got Chaos Fireball and Proximity Mines. Well, we're not going to talk about how I killed all of your sisters. We're just going to ignore that one. That fireball came from behind me. So either that was the world's most aggressive tracking on a fireball, or there's another one behind me. Where does the sidewalk end? Right there. Nothing there. Nothing there. There is something here. This area is way too small for a mimic. This area is not way too small for a mimic, but I don't think they would do that. No, they gave us Manslayer. Which I now need to find it. Oh, there's Blue Flame. The reason that I say Blue Flame is one of my favorites is because it's a sword and a sorcery and a pyromancy catalyst. You can use it as a weapon or to sling spells. It's great. Oh, there's Manslayer. Yeah, it's the poison katana that has, like, no durability. We also got... is this what I'm thinking of? Yeah, so Mace of the Insolent is the same thing as Blue Flame, but it's miracles and hexes. So those dudes who are just whipping lightning and hex balls at us don't have a chime, they just have their mace.
Who are you? And what do you want from us? Milfinito, that is what we are called. My name? Do you mean our name? We know nothing of the outside world. We sing eternally for those who bear death and dark within themselves. We have been here forever. We know nothing of the outside world, and we do not need to. The little ones were born from the great dead one. And the great dead one taught us song. We have sung ever since, to comfort those bound by death and dark. This is what we were taught. We hear a song in the distance. You rescued a Milfinito who was taken from us. Take this. We Milfinito thank you. You silenced that cursed singing. Please accept these as a thank you. Do you seek comfort too? You poor thing. Take this at the very least. This is all that we can do. The little ones were born, and we have this. The little one, and we have sung this.
I thought you prayed there as a hello to regain your humanity. Perhaps I am misremembering. I mean, I'm definitely misremembering because nothing happened. So this is another side area we will need to clean out before we are done. Same goes with the fire salamanders in the first area. But we are going to just continue to press onward and try and get to Velstadt. The Royal Aegis. He's a real fun boss fight. And by fun, I mean Velstadt's like really difficult. Can I kill you with 4 poison arrows? Yes, I can, and that is pretty cheap price to pay. Oh, he's going to be upset at us now because we lit the fire.
Human. Do
Oh, never mind.
Light. And all those who... What do you... I am a finito. In the past...
Okay, yeah, no. You have nothing to say about me doing exactly what you said not to do.
Going so soon.
Oh, cool. You can't get that dude. Oh, my. That's gonna be miserable. Okay. He doesn't follow you down, so that doesn't mess things up. I tried to get him to fall off. Because that would have been neat, just to have him fall off. Yeah, okay, so this is the route I'm going to say leads to this bonfire. So I have to kill all the ladder dudes, all the dudes from the sorcery room, and then get here. The good news is these statues stay broken. So as you kill the members of the dudes who wield the blue flame, it does progress forward and lets you save that they are dead. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh, you're back! Why are you back? Did I not? I mean, your back means I didn't kill you. Absolutely not. Get out of here with that spell. Oh man, you are just absolute garbage. My turn. 1 HP in a dream. 1 HP in a dream. I don't know how we survived on 1, actually. I don't see any more sword guys. This one's gonna be real annoying to clean out. Not for anything specific, but because it's just a lot of small things. One could say all the small things. You have infinitely spawning enemies. You have rocks that whittle your gear down. These guys don't seem to poison. I'm just whipping these poison arrows at him and nothing. Okay. Also, I think there's just the 4 of these dudes. And if they decide they don't want to drop both of their shields, tough shit. The bell's right over here. Nope. Chaos Flame Pillar, please. Okay. That dude's gone. Go away. This is the exit, which is not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Sir, I need you to get away from this wooden chest. I don't even know if this is a mimic or not, but I can't risk you hitting it. Not a mimic. Okay. That's the shortcut I was referring to earlier. That was unfortunate. That dude just ripped me apart in 3 swings. But I'm not super worried about it, because we opened up a shortcut. We got rid of most of their spawning points. So I should be able to walk in there relatively unscathed. That is not what we wanted. We did not want the Imperious set. Okay, first one's dead. Second one is dead. We just need to stand here and wait. And we're off again.
Human, do not produce light.
I'll come back to kill you later. Hey, do you respawn? Are you back? You? Punch him in the ghost dick. Nah, man, all of these punches are above the waist. He doesn't even have a waist. Wait, can I just... Just keep kicking him in the skull until he goes away. Yeah, that makes sense. That's usually how I get things to go away. You know, it's like double negative in Kingdom Hearts. You just concuss the enemy until they stop being an enemy. Sora's goal in all of those boss fights is just brain trauma. And that should be everyone. That's the bell the dude was ringing. Yeah, so these hollows are just spawning to ring the bell. Okay, so yeah, pretty straightforward, right? You walk down to the end of the hallway. Nothing will absolutely go wrong. Except you got this dick right here. Followed by that dick right there. I don't remember if these guys are infinite or not, so I'm going to stand around for a second. Now, I think it's just they summon 3 dudes. One dude's at the bell, one dude is running to the bell, and then the one guy climbs up next to it when you think it's safe. For this area. And you can't break the spawners in this area. It's been a while since we've seen one of the ghosts. Oh, wow, you interrupted my attack. Real rude, guy. Was there really just the one dude hiding in the corner? Oh, hey, thanks for swinging through a wall. Appreciate you, buddy. Okay, Dragon Rider. We meet for the umpteenth time. Assuming the Dragon Rider that I fought in Shrine of Amana had 15 lives, we have fought 18 Dragon Riders so far. And they still aren't threatening. Not a mimic. Not a mimic. One of these is the fragrant branch of yore. Poison throwing knives. Inventory's full. Oh, I'll be. It is. I guess we can use a poison throwing knife on the boss. I remember there being a summon for this fight who is a story fight. Let me see if I can track down that summon sign. Yep, Grave Warden. Hey, Grave Warden. Okay, let's pick up Grave Warden. We'll fight Velstadt. I'll have to take my gloves off after I fight Velstadt. Because after you fight Velstadt, you have to talk to an NPC. And I don't need to accidentally poison them. Velstadt packs a punch if he hits you. See, there's the punch. Oh, he can be poisoned. Huh. Yes, he is swinging a bell. Get in and get out. He basically cast Dark Weapon there. Yeah. Yep, as you can see, he went from dealing with not a lot of damage to a lot of damage. But I couldn't remember if his spell had a attack on it. No, it is just a spell. So yeah, when he does his spell, you just lay into him. Someone wanted to file a complaint against the entire company because someone stole his shoe. Why'd you guys steal a man's shoe? That is a good question. Why did he complain about the missing shoe to you? And not, you know, either of his two superiors? More of the Imperious set that we don't want. So I used the throwing knives to poison Velstadt just because I wanted to pick up the 15 poison throwing knives. And I did not succeed in that want. I still have 4 more throwing knives to chuck out before I can pick those up. But I am just gonna go into that boss arena and just let loose a bunch of poison arrows. Now that we've established he can be poisoned, he will be poisoned. Do I need the bracing ring for this? No, because I'm going straight into the boss arena. But I will take the red eye ring.
Human, do not produce light.
Hey, lost all those souls. We've been going for like 2 hours. Just to get back in the swing of things, I am going to call it there. I knew that was going to happen too. I knew I was going to run out of stamina at the ghost and he was going to knock me off. Four deaths this stream. We're at Velstadt, so we've made a lot of good progress. I might... There's really no farming up to Velstadt. We made it to Mew, 151. There's really no farming up to Velstadt, but I will probably farm the Undead Crypt, so that on Friday we'll be back and just be able to walk right up to him. Tomorrow will be Yu-Gi-Oh! Friday will be Dark Souls, and then Monday we'll be back into the full loop of Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Dark Souls, Tuesday is Kingdom Hearts Randomizer, and Thursday is Yu-Gi-Oh! Until we finish Dark Souls, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes over the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think we're gonna finish Yu-Gi-Oh! At 3 hours a week before we finish Dark Souls. Just being honest. Because we still have Frozen Elium Lois. We still have Broom Tower. And we still have Sanctum City. Along with beating Dark Souls. So we got a lot of Dark Souls left. So I will see you guys on the next video, YouTube. We're doing a 2-day delay so I can do some editing magic. Let me know how it sounds, because I am going to play with the audio cleaning on my laptop and then put it back into the video for upload. So I'll promote this one on Twitter and try and get some feedback. So, YouTube, thanks for sticking around. I will see you guys on the next video.